Welcome back to another Gaming with Kohath session. Today we're going to jump right back into a premiere draft here on Strixhaven season and see what we might be able to put together. It's been a couple days since I've been able to hop on and get a video recorded, so I'm excited to get back in here and get another game done. Doesn't look like I know anyone at our table. Ooh, a bit of a spicy open here. The Quandrix dragon, 5-mana 4/4 flying trample. When it ETBs, double the number of 1/1 counters on target creature you control. And that's really, really powerful. Got some good Is It cards here. I mean, not on that level. Buried in Books is very good. An Amplimancer. My guess is we get Quandrix and we do not get Amplimancer. Or yeah. All right. Here, also very good. I think we're probably going to take Tezzer's Gambit. Drawing cards is just too powerful. Let's see, we're going for counters. Serpentine Curve seems fine for that. Aether Helix is also very good. I actually want Aether Helix here. Be able to bounce our opponent's creature and return something from our graveyard to our hand. Just seems really winful. See what do we have? Strategic Planning. It's the second Blood Researcher we've seen. That kind of sucks. Aerialist. Mage Hunter's Onslaught. I think we take Researcher here. We don't necessarily have a ton of ways to gain life, but Sultai can work pretty well. Concerned my microphone here is going to run out of battery. So hopefully, can end up switching out mid game, see if we can get things going. Still in the hunt for a good microphone to purchase 4 streams. Want to upgrade from what I'm currently using, which I'm using my earbuds, which I think are really fantastic. I use them for work often, but here I think it's just going to be more beneficial to us to have it in front of us. If we're running Sultai, the best card here is Lash of Malice, so that's what we're going to take. I do like Decisive Denial. It's a good removal spell. I really want some of these Aerialists to come back. I'm liking the way our deck's looking so far. It's a little awkward that we do have Blood Researcher and Lash of Malice, but passing 2 Blood Researchers seems pretty sketch, especially if we potentially see them come back, because they're going to get 1/1 counters for gaining life, and I can definitely draft cards to gain life. Quandrix in general does a good job with counters. Just a really strong packs overall for Quandrix. Alrighty. It's a very majestic looking dragon, isn't it? Very geometrical. Here, nothing too good. Witherbloom Command potentially could be worth it, so we're gonna go ahead and take that. I don't know if we'll play it, but we'll see. We'll see what we decide as we move forward. I like Curate here. I think. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna take Curate. Square Up's a decent trick just to get around some stuff, but Amplimancer wheeled like we thought it would, so that's pretty good. Pack 2 Biomathematician comes back around. The Blood Researcher is gone. Not too surprised about that. Take Square Up here. I think we'll take the Archivist over Infuse. I think we'll actually play it, whereas Infuse I think we're less likely to. Intrigue Prophecy is a great wheel. I'm really surprised by that. We currently don't have any Learn, but I mean, Learn's in every color pair, so I'm not too concerned. I think we will get it. Test, test. Okay, good. My earbud went out, so I wanted to replace it. And look at this. We get another Elder Dragon. Well, that's really awkward. Jeez. If we want to win the game, we need to bury him books. But that feels really bad. I would really like it. Oh man. Actually, I want Quandrix Pledge Mage. That's going to make the deck go off. Ugh, that feels so bad. So bad. 4-mana 2/2 Ward 2. Enters battlefield, exile instant search card from the graveyard. Put 1/1 counters on it equal to half. Okay. That seems quite fine. I think we'll take it just as a blue card that's going to have counters on it. There's a lot of other good cards in that pack. Campus here seems really good. Eureka Moment's very good. It's a second and third flunk to see, so that's a bit disappointing. Expanded Anatomy is also quite good in a deck like this, but I think Eureka Moment fits what we want to do a little bit better, so we'll take it. Basic Conjuring is a decent sideboard card. Karok Wrangler fits our theme considerably. Really wishing we could get a bunch of these aerialists. Honestly, if you have a handful of aerialists, it's going to be really hard to lose. As long as you have mana. But Karok Wrangler here, I think, is our pick, just to be able to build out the counters a little bit better. Oh my gosh, that's a really late heated debate. Environmental Sciences seems perfect for our deck. Especially if we are running those black cards, which it seems like black to our left is really dry. We might be pulling black altogether, which is okay. Here, what's our deck looking like? 8 creatures, 9 non-creatures. I really like Pledge Mage. I think its 5 toughness is just really hard to beat. I would like a Test of Talents. I would love Pop Quiz. Mentor's Guidance would be awesome. Zoomancy would be really cool. I would just kind of take that pack and be content. Here, Cram Session seems really good, but so does Master Symmetrist. So I think we're going to take Symmetrist. We will... I guess we'll take another square up. I'm not excited to play another square up. Feels so bad passing that mythic. But I think Quandrix Pledge Mage does so much more in our deck than jumping into going from 3 to 5 color deck. We would probably drop black in that situation, but it's pretty hard to do. Hunt for Specimens here seems like the obvious choice. Give ourselves a learn capacity. Containment Breach is fine for learn, but we're going to take Aerialist here. Again, I really like Aerialists. I think if you can get them out early enough and the opponent just doesn't have a way to keep 2 mana up to actually remove it, you really just take over the game quickly. Here, this is a bit awkward. Do I want Anatomy or Campus? I kind of think I want Campus. I think it's just going to help our deck flow quite a bit better. A second Aerialist is really fantastic. Nothing too exciting here. Yeah, we'll take the gain life card, Spiteful Squad, and Verdant Mastery. So massive capacity to ramp. I think I'd take another Quandrix Pledge Mage here, though. I would like Cultivate, of course. Environmental Sciences would be good. But Quandrix Pledge Mage for our deck is the best card here. Pretty content with that pickup. We're looking at a decent deck here. The square ups I think are definitely weakest cards. Verdant Mastery again, interesting. Fractal Summoning is a great card. Amplemancer. I think we take the Summoning here. Serpentine Curve, the 11-10, Transformation, Pop Quiz, Eureka Moment. Um, hmm. Eliminate, yeah. But I think we're actually going to end up making it unplayables just within Quandrix colors, and so it's kind of where I'm leaning toward. It's just cutting the black here. Frost Trickster's great. So is Arcane Subtraction, honestly. hmm. Mage Duel, pretty happy as a pickup. Would also be happy with Essence Infusion if I were in black. Blood Researcher, ugh. Hmm. We're not gaining life super effectively. I think we kind of have to give up our black dreams here, which I think is okay. Like we have a deck here. I don't think that's the end of the world for us at all. What do we have here? Wow. Um, dang it. Whirlwind Denial, Zephyr Boots, Pop Quiz. I think I like Pop Quiz. We have Introduction to Prophecy and Fractal Summoning. Would like to see another one come back around to us, but I'll take a Pop Quiz, I think. We're really weak on low drop creatures, though. Let's take Amplimancer, actually. Invocation seems really good for us, I think. I'll take the 3-drop, actually. I feel like we need a lower curve than what we currently have going for us. I think Vortex Runner is really good. It can really close out games, so if I'm putting counters on things, it's really powerful. Arcane Subtraction, it's a good learn card. Sorcerer Adept to be able to filter through some of our draws a little bit better. I'm liking that we're getting these cheap cards. That helps quite significantly. Environmental Sciences is a lesson, remember, so we'll go ahead and move that to sideboard now. I think we'll take the Leyline Invocation here. Only 2 Pledge Mages is a little bit weaker than I want it to be, but that's okay. Let's see, opponent's passing us a bunch of nothing now. I guess we'll take a Tango Trap. I don't think we'll play it, but we'll take it. We're pretty heavy, aren't we? We got some pretty chunky cards here at the back end, surprisingly. But it's great that we have this many low drops. Nothing that we're gonna play there. I suppose Archivist isn't super needed in this situation. It, of course, is playable, but just not necessarily going to be at its best. We'll take a Campus. Bloody General. Okay. So this is saying we need to cut 4, but we're not going to run any swamps whatsoever. Let's see. We do need double green for a few cards, so I'll probably go 2 green, one island. 2 forests, 1 island there. Play with our 17 lands. I think that's quite good. Didn't see any Quandrix lands, which is unfortunate. We did have Witherbloom Campus. As a matter of fact, I want to play one of those. I'll cut a forest. The reason that I want to play one is because of the scry capacity. Whenever you go late, it's really a helpful thing just to be able to pull back ahead. Scissors Gambit's really a 3-drop in our deck. It's a 3-drop in every deck. When you get the opportunity, you should take it. Equal to half that card's mana value rounded up. So really, you're going to be like a 4-mana 3/3 with Ward. I don't know if that's good enough. We'll see. I mean, here, Aether Helix would be a good one to bounce. Leyline Invocation as well. But what do I want to remove here? Servant doesn't really fit what we're trying to do. Curate is fine, but not fantastic. Witherbloom Command should probably leave our deck. I think I should probably cut a creature. So it works well with Soothsayer Adept, some interest anyway. 2/2 helps with Vortex Runner. Some interest doesn't work super great here. It's a 4/4 with reach, but I think I'm content like that. So I like that. Let's take a look at our lessons so that we can kind of take a look at those here as well. We can just look at them here. Fractal Summoning, Environmental Sciences, and Introduction to Prophecy. But all three great cards. We have Subtraction to learn. We have Pop Quiz to learn. And we have another one, don't we? Or is it just those two? I think we might only have... Oh, no. We only have two, right? Okay. So we got two learn cards. So we won't ever be able to cast all three of them, but that's okay. Should be pretty strong. Overall, I'm thinking our deck's going to be pretty good. I think Tanazir Quandrix is very good. Quandrix Pledge Mage is fantastic. We're looking at 15 creatures and 8 non-creatures, which seems pretty darn strong. I think we're going to have a good deck. So I'm going to submit this and we'll jump into game one. All right, game one with our Quandrix deck. Let's see what we can do with it. Some really weird signals in that draft, huh? I think we landed where we should have. And we kind of forced it a little bit, but I think it really worked out for us. We're going to keep this. One land kind of helps us go off. So hopefully we get there. Omewamu, good luck and have fun, my friend. Leading on a Silverquill Campus. Playing second, Silverquill Apprentice. The Apprentice is the 2/2, gets 1/0 for each instant sorcery. Okay, yep. We will go ahead and protect our life total for a moment. Mathematician should be able to slow them down. Poet's Quill. I will happily trade off both of my creatures for your one. Do not like the Poet's Quill. I need some removal pretty quickly. That isn't removal. But we'll go ahead and draw cards. We'll pay the full, we'll proliferate on our fractal, and we will sit back. Next turn we get to draw Quandrix-er, and so if we get to ETB's double the number of counters on target creature you control, yeah, that seems really fantastic. Getting in with a 3/2 Menace lifelink, we're not going to touch it yet. We will, however, go ahead and get our 4/4 Flample and double the counters on our fractal. And yeah, we'll attack with Mathematician. There's no reason not to. Great. They could Academic Probation my fractal if they wanted. I don't know if that's the strongest play for them, but they certainly can. Study Break, tapping me down. Okay. So they're certainly going to gain a Fortune of Life here. Reduced to Memory, too. Okay. Yep. Elder Dragon down. Okay. Now, I think I want to go ahead and get in with my 4/4, my 2/2. Hold the 3/2 back for a moment. And then we'll get Leyline Invocation down. Here, I anticipate seeing a growth of the ingredient and maybe academic probation on my 6/6. Opponent's gained a Fortune of Life here. Yep. So we're going to get in with 6 here, 12-point swing. We're going to go ahead and Eureka Moment, I believe. Put that onto the battlefield. A bit awkward doing this without Pledge Mage down, but I still think that it's worth it. Have that kill it off. Be good. And then go ahead and get in for 2. Need to be a little bit reserved here in what we do and how. Next turn, I could Pledge Mage and Pop Quiz, which I don't think is a terrible play. The 1/4 will slow me down from attacking with my 2/2, my 3/2. Sure. We will Pledge Mage here and Pop Quiz. Grow a Pledge Mage, draw a land. We'll get Environmental Sciences as well. Allows us to play it and gain some life immediately. Let's take the Grain Source here. And then, if they want to trade everything off with my 6/6, I'm pretty happy with that. And they didn't. Opponent passes through their steps. And play a land for turn. We do not have, notably, we're going to go ahead and attack with 6/6. We don't have any spells. We're purely creatures here. Okay. They'll gain a life. We'll be tapped out of our 6/6. Get our 5/5 down here. And then we'll get our 3/1 down as well. Our creatures are looking pretty hefty here, which is pretty great. Opponent did gain about 1 million life, so it's going to be pretty hard to kind of come back from it. But we'll see what we can put together here. Moving the Poet's Glow, their flyer, putting a 1/1 counter on their flyer, and pumping it. I'm happy to trade off Aerialist with it if I can't really have them continue to beat down with 5 in the air. They have another summoning, so that's bad news for me. Yeah, gotta block it. I think we send with all of these, hold 3 back, they just take it all. Amplemancer, Soothsayer Adept, go. Alright, we're empty-handed. Opponent could have exactly what they need here to kill me with that Inkling. I like the opponent's deck here. It's really powerful. Poet's Quill continues to just show off how impressive of a card it really is. Getting in for 3. They get me on 3-turn clock at a minimum. which is why I have to be considerably more aggressive. Get a removal spell from Pledge Mage? Oh, I just moved in Quill. Okay. Let's see. Gosh, okay. I think we're going to go ahead and pitch this Pledge Mage. But I think we do get in with the 4, the 6, the 4, the 5, and the would-be 4. We'll see what transpires here. Okay. We're going to double Amphimancer's power and toughness here. Put them to 6, they're going to gain 2. They're able to hit me down to 3 here, is what I can tell. Okay. Opponent just goes ahead and gives up that game. I felt like they were doing a good job, but we just had to be more aggressive there. And so we did it, and with that, we jumped to platinum. So good games, opponent. That was quite the battle. And there we go. So 1-0 here on the day, and the Quandrix deck is really powerful. We're very creature-based versus spell-based, but I think that it works out pretty well. Let's go ahead and hop into game 2. Okay. So they got rid of the Elder Dragon pretty quickly, which makes sense. If it had stayed on the battlefield, I think they were in a lot of trouble. I'm grateful that we had some spells once we got the Pledge Mage down, but certainly used most of our spells by that point, which is a little bit unfortunate. This isn't a bad hand here. We have a 2-drop, and then unfortunately not a 3-drop, but a second Reckless Amphimancer can do some work. Now there's a 3-drop for us. I might want to be a little bit patient with it though. Maybe get it down on 4. Hopefully have a land for Aether Helix on 5. The reason that is because there's a lot of 2-mana removal, and so to give myself the greatest chance of Pledge Mage actually sticking it out and surviving, kind of wants to keep it alive. See, look, there's a shock. So that's 1 Amphimancer down, which is fine. Doesn't break my heart, to be quite honest. Here we're going to Amphimancer. Memory lapse, okay. They're keeping me from curving, which is beneficial for them. Expressive Iteration. Imagine they're hoping to get a land on this. Ember Tiger, good luck and have fun. We're just going to jump right into this one, didn't actually have the formalities. Next turn. Yeah, I think I'd Amphimancer and hold up Arcane Subtraction. I think that seems fine. Oops, drop something here. Alright. For the opponent. Scries to the bottom, draws their card, and do they have land? They do, okay. They dug for a while, I imagine they would have. Play our island, play Amphimancer, say go. So the reason I'm doing this is that I can end up using Subtraction and end up to get another card out of our lesson board. And so that's beneficial. The Pledge Mage here. Yep. Another land would be fantastic, but we did not get there. We're going to go ahead and attack in for 2. Opponent may want to block, which would be totally fine with me. It looks like our opponent might be trying to play a pretty counter-spell heavy hand. But we're going to go ahead and try to minimize Lower Hold Pledge Mage from doing any damage and learn. There's a chance here that opponent counters our arcane subtraction. They certainly got the good stuff. All right. So that's a considerable number of mystical archives that they opened. Some nice hands. They have Pledge Mage down. There's our 5th land. This is all kinds of awkward. I think we go Pledge Mage here. Of course we're not going to block. The opponent knows that. But I think they've got Shock again. Good lord. Opponent's got a very nice deck. Apparently everyone was passing Shocks by and counter spells and everything else. I like their deck a lot. This looks like a lot of fun to play. I will be Aether Helixing this turn just to get rid of the Pledge Mage. I'll get my Pledge Mage back from the graveyard. I do hope to draw land. I think we're in pretty high mana value looking right now, and so that's actually one of the perfect lands for us here. We'll take Pledge Mage back to our hand. Get rid of the counters in their Pledge Mage. Reset it. Opponent's up to 6 mana as well. Maelstrom Muse. And Pledge Mage. Yep. Getting in for 2 here. Here, I want to Invocation. So it's a 6/6. If opponent can't deal with it, then it will be a 12/12, and that'll be really significant. Also, the good thing about Torrent Sculptor right now is that it'll get +3 counters, which is pretty great. Second main phase, do you have the 4/4s? So they're anticipating their deck is. Their deck seems to have absolutely everything that I would want. Culmination of Studies, X equals 7. Okay, well that was big. Huh. Kelpie Guide is 100% going to win in this game. Yeah, I'm glad to have a land, but I don't think I can do 2 things this turn, can I? I guess you can do Torrent Sculptor and Pledge Mage. I guess that's what I have to do here. We started pretty lagging pretty hard here, which is not ideal. Okay. And we'll play our Pledge Mage. We will not attack, because if we attack, we guarantee lose. I feel like we're already dead anyway, though. Opponents just had really good running. Opponent plays Mountain. Trying to find the line to win this turn, which they certainly can. Ingenious Mastery. Grow everything considerably, draw some cards. Still have 4 mana up. They're looking for their 3rd shock. Tempted by the Auric. Okay. Yeah, that certainly does it, and then you can tap down one of mine. Okay, good game. Well, there you go. Our first foray into Platinum was not successful, but opponent just had a bonkers deck there. Absolutely incredible. So fun to see. Would love to play their deck. Good games, opponent. So we are 1-1 here on the day. I'm going to go ahead and see about restarting some things, making sure that we can have some smooth gameplay at the end of that game. We started lagging pretty hard, made it unenjoyable to play, probably unenjoyable to watch. So let me reset that and we'll be right back for game 3. And we're back here. So let's jump into game 3. Should see better performance from my computer. I had a few apps open like Zoom and whatever else, just taking up unnecessary space on the CPU. So as much as we can open up, the better. Godot, good luck and have fun. Triple Island Soothsayer. I think we'll try to keep it. Nope. Yep, okay. Pass turn. Still not the smoothest, are we? That's okay. We will play Soothsayer turn 2. Pass our turn. Opponent's on Quandrix as well. Man, we are really not smooth. Field tripping. Yep. Gets forced out. They are going to learn for fractal summoning. Or elemental summoning. Excuse me. We will go ahead and play Forest. And get in for 1. Alright, opponent. Opponent's probably going to go for the summoning here. I'll be happy to deny it. Wonderful. Very happy to deny it. Unfortunately, we don't really have pressure at the moment. We're going to go ahead and get in for 1 here. We'll keep Torrent Sculptor there for now, because maybe we'll exile this Eureka moment. Go ahead and do that. Ramp a little bit. Pledge Mage comes down for the opponent. We have one of those as well. But I think we're going to go with Invocation here. Give ourselves a 6/6. See what opponent has here. They could have Mage Duel here to eat the 6/6. Berry. Ouch. That does hurt. Yeah, we're going to go Torrent Sculptor. We will eat the Invocation. We will Mage Duel against the Pledge Mage. Go ahead and kill it off. And get in for 1. Burying books on a large fractal always hurts. What's the art on this? Interesting. Letter of acceptance for the opponent. Fallout play. No, stop targeting. Go away. Leave it be. Let me keep some pressure on the field. All right. With that, I think it makes a lot of sense now to play Tenazir Quandrix. Hopefully it resolves. I get to double the counters on Torrent Sculptor. Sweet. Okay. -4 on the Soothsayer to learn. You get a Fractal Summoning out. I don't need to attack with Soothsayer then. We go ahead and get in for 8 here. I'm not sure why they put it there. It just save them 1 damage, whereas they could have saved themselves 4 damage on the sculptor. It seems wrong. Okay. Bizarre plays there from the opponent. I don't know if they meant all of them, but regardless, it's fine. Puts us at 2-1 on the draft. Good game, opponent. And we will go ahead and move into game 4. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the opponent meant to do there. Certainly, they meant the other creature, but we had quite the pressure on the board at that point. What do we have? Trip, good luck, and have fun, my friend. This seems great. 1 land, and we turn on so much. I think we're going to keep it. Keep and pray. Well, there's our land. We can't afford to wait on the pledge mages. We got to go ahead and throw them out there, even though they're likely to meet a heated debate or something. Lore Holy Princess 2/2. When you cast an instant sorcery spell, spirit creatures you control have tap create a treasure. No, tap deals 1 damage each opponent. Okay. Well, that does help us a little bit. Give us just the space we need to get picked off by something else. Pretty content with that, actually. Hopefully we draw another land here. Fuming Effigy, okay. Oh, it does get in with a 2/2. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and trade it off. Fine with me. Aerialist here. We'll pass. Come on, land. With a land, I can Pledge Mage and Arcane Subtraction in the same set of turns, which can be really powerful. Here, I'm pretty content to get rid of the 4/3 because I think our hand looks really strong. Might get rid of a spell from the opponent here too. Nope, let it go. Okay. Second main, Strict Proctor, a 1/3 flyer. Triggered abilities countered unless we pay 2. ETBs, right? Yes, permanent entering the battlefield. We need lands. We're in a pop quiz here. Be a little frustrated with not drawing a land, get environmental sciences. And we are not going to attack. We'll trade off for the illustrious historian if we need to. Okay. Take 3. Strict Proctor Spirit. It is. Cool. Silverquill Pledge Mage. Very nice card. Disappointing. We will go ahead and environmental science to gain our 2 life. Take a land. We will play it, and we'll use our mana efficiently to get Vortex Runner down. No attacks. Go ahead, opponent. So next turn we can do a Pledge Mage and hold up Subtraction. It took some work to get there, though. Alright, an unblockable Pledge Mage. It's disappointing, but okay, 4 damage. No effects. Go ahead, opponent. And it's nice if that's what they're doing with their turn. We have the chance to really turn this around. Okay, Eureka moment. Don't want to do that at this point. We're going to Pledge Mage and hold up Subtraction. If we don't have to use Subtraction, what do I do? They'll force us to, because they'll at least give their Pledge Mage unblockable, and so making sure that they can't deal the damage to us will be necessary. Yep. Please, opponent, come on in. Not attacking with your flyer. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay. I'll take no damage, that's fine. Grow the Pledge Mage. Unless they have a 2-mana spell, which they may. Looks like they do. There's the shock. Yep. It's not the end of the world. It's fine, actually. Come on. Alright. So I'll take no damage. And then I get to get Fractal Summoning, I suppose. Opponent? What's your tap ability? Oh, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Okay. Sure. Here, quite hoping for a land. Good. Submit. Great. Think we want the 1/3 at this particular moment. And we'll pass our turn. Doing our best here just to stay alive and don't have any removal in hand to kill off the Pledge Mage, which I really need. Or Stone Rain would be great to get rid of that Access Tunnel, because we're going to be in a lot of trouble if we don't. But we do need some removal here. Dang it. Opponent's going to get 3 planes. Okay. That thins out their deck considerably. That gives us the mana necessary to use Access Tunnel as well, targeting the Apprentice, because it's not flying. Put me down to 6 here. Do I have any way of gaining life? Eight mana. I think we're in a world of trouble here. Because I don't think there's any way that we can stop the 4 damage. Because they're going to Access Tunnel their Pledge Mage and fly in with Straight Proctor, and I can't do anything about it. The best hope I have is they hit some bomb of a card that they really want to play and don't go for lethal this turn. But they did. Good game, Trip. I'm trying to concede. Alright, good game. Well then, 2-2. Yeah, I like our deck. We don't have the removal package that we need, honestly. That 3-1 just took us apart, and it shouldn't have, but that's life. It was still a good game. No real complaints there. It's just what our deck afforded to us, and so 2-2 moving into game 5 here. So let's jump in. Yeah, just one mage duel would have made the difference in that game. So That's okay though. That's the way the game goes. I really thought we were going to stabilize, and just wasn't in the cards for us today. This hand, however, seems really good. Of course, still in need of a few lands. Downfall of our deck is that's going to be always be the statement. Can we get a couple more lands here? We'll play Island next turn, hold up Denial. I don't know if we're going to want to Denial, but I definitely want the option. We will pass turn. Techno, Bobble, good luck and have fun. Another Quandrix deck. Have we only played Quandrix? No, we played Lorehold twice. I really like Mentor's Guidance. I can't stop it, so there's no sense in even trying. They can go ahead and scry 2, draw 2. Keep the top card on the first one. Next. Keep the top card again. Okay. Well, they just get two turns ahead, so it's not a bad deal for them. Here, I kind of want to hold my spells, perhaps foolishly, but I want the capacity to potentially put grow my Quandrix Pledge Mage here. Next turn, if they play creature rather than anything else, I could potentially kill off 2 of their creatures, which would be pretty fantastic. Opponent's going to get in for 2. Of course, I'm not going to block. Their follow-up play is Biblioplex Assistant, getting Mentor's Guidance back. Yep, seems pretty good. So here, if I Decisive Denial, it'll be a 3/3. And so it would be a 3/1. Yep. So I can kill them both here. I think I do. Go ahead and do this. And then follow it up with Mage Duel. And then go ahead and get in for 5. And the opponent here has Mentor's Guidance, which currently only draws them 1 card, which is much better than it was otherwise. They're going to play Amplemancer and Mentor's Guidance in a turn. Well, it's just a Druid. Does Druid work with Guidance? It does, okay. But it's a sorcery. My guess is that the opponent is sitting on... We're going to play a flyer here. I'm going to attack in. I anticipate getting buried in books. Yep. So I considered playing another Pledge Mage there, which would have been fine. But putting the 3/1 out kind of promises a little bit more. I'm going to get in for damage next turn, which I need. I have to keep the pressure on, otherwise I'm just going to get run over. Kurok Wrangler is a very good card, unfortunately for me. And it's going to copy next turn. I can't stop it. But we're going to Aerialist in. They're going to play Mentor's Guidance, put both counters on Amplemancer. Amplemancer is going to become unbearably large and threaten to kill me in one shot with the double up of power and toughness, which is quite problematic. Next turn I have to Gambit, I think, and I want to pay the 2 life, I think. Just on the off chance that I get something else that I can do, or find a land, that way I can hold up Arcane Subtraction. That'll be pretty necessary. because I'm not going to attack in, and it gives me the opportunity potentially to kill off their Implementor if they feel comfortable just running in. Ugh. Yep. Take the 7. That makes Implementor lethal on its own. Yuck. Alright. For my turn, we're going to do this. We will be paying the Phyrexian mana. And we're going to hold up the blue source, just in case we want subtraction open to us. Grow Pledge Mage, draw 2 cards. Proliferate Pledge Mage. Submit. Play our land here, and pass our turn. We'll see what opponent wants to do here. I will trade Aerialist for the Kohath Wrangler. I think it's a better card, so very happy to trade it off here, especially as they continue to pump the Implementor. Oh, they're pumping the Wrangler itself, okay. It's probably fine. Yep. Finds land, plays land. So Implementor activation is live. Well, I suppose we'll block like this. They're subtracting my Pledge Mage. Kind of them. I'm going to subtract their Wrangler. I will take Environmental Sciences just to gain some life and to trigger Pledge Mage itself. Opponent's doing the same. They went and got Annihilation. I do not have Annihilation, unfortunately. Three. Yep. It's not looking good for your hero. We're going to play Pledge Mage here. We'll gain 2 life, pump up Pledge Mage. Pledge Mages. Grab an island. Play the island, and not attack. Annihilating the 6/6. Yep, that's game. Well, okay. Our deck was not prepared to level up quite as much as we were, I suppose. So, ouch. 2 and 3 here on the day. Not one of our better showings. But it's the way it goes sometimes. There's variance. There's differences in deck building. It's a downfall of the draft format of MTGA as well, that you're not playing with your same pod of people where everyone had the access to the exact same pool of cards. But regardless, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and jump into our recap here, and we will continue to talk through a little bit of what our deck had going for it, some of the things that it needed. Yeah, so our deck definitely had some pretty good synergies. I think that the Tanzir Quandrix, I think that Quandrix Pledge Mage, they work so well together. We had Tezzer's Gambit as a Mystical Archive, which just rocks in the deck, honestly. Being able to draw 2 cards and proliferate. The Leyline Invocation was really good because it's all about counters on this token, so you can continue to build those up. Amplimancer is really good if you get tokens on it, kind of like our opponent showed us in the last game. Getting tokens on Amplimancer really just dominates the game. Um, and then Biomathematician as well. We didn't draw multiple of them in the game, but they really do kind of go off on each other, and they give you a bunch of counters to proliferate. We didn't actually ever get to proliferate a ton of creatures, so we didn't have all the setup that we wanted early game to get to that point. Torrent Sculptor seemed okay. It's not fantastic. I think that I might like the sorcery a little bit better, um, just to be able to rummage and deal damage to something. But the creature's okay. It wasn't my favorite. Aerialists were continuing to be strong, very good. Kirok Wrangler, we never really had a time that we could curve into effectively, so it didn't shine in our deck, unfortunately. It certainly could have. In the end, I think our deck was really good. I think we really had some good pieces. A lot of the cards that we wanted were here. What were we missing? I think we were missing some more Frost Tricksters. We never even drew ours, but we were missing more of them because just being able to tempo out your opponent really helps significantly. I think some more learn capacity would be good. As far as our learn cards went, we didn't have fantastic ones. We had Prophecy, Sciences, and Fractal Summoning. They're good, but you wanted the Annihilate card. You wanted, um, maybe that's really the one I wanted was the Annihilate card more than anything. Um, yeah, and then Denial was a good removal spell, as is Mage Duel, but that's two removal spells, and then you have our Fire Drop of Aether Helix, which is also a delay spell. Um, just not exactly what we wanted. We were a little bit weak in that area. We kind of went into black early on because we started seeing some decent cards come around. With Blood Researcher, we had Witherbloom Command, which is a very strong card. Hunt and Specimens, Lash and Malice, but just never worked out for us. Tangle Trap could have been beneficial in one of the matches. In this last match that we lost, Tangle Trap wouldn't have done anything. So I'm still content not running those in Strixhaven Best of One. In general, I think our deck was good. I hope you enjoyed it. I want you to look at this deck. I really want you to think through what could have been beneficial about it. What could have been where we could have gained. We had some opportunities early in the draft to choose some different cards, and we chose what we did, but perhaps it would have been more beneficial to us to snag some of those removal spells early on, because the removal is key in this format. And so our deck was weak in it, therefore we struggled whenever we could actually just run and go off and kind of see what happens. Like, opponents' removal had a hard time keeping up, but for us, with two removal spells, we could almost never keep up. So always good lessons to learn, to be reminded about. And in the end, I really enjoyed the deck. I think Tanzania Quandrix is a really fun card to play with. Very powerful. So I hope you liked this deck. I hope you like these gameplay videos. And if you did, go ahead and hit the like button down below, subscribe, and come back for more videos that we're trying to release 3 or 4 times a week. So we're here for you. Let's build a community together here at Gaming with Kohath.